morning. We are back in the outdoors and doing another big adventure today. So it's been about 11 days since the Tahoe 100K. July 21st. Today is August 1st. I was blessed enough to get a ride from my wife. She was headed to work this morning. So currently at the Heavenly, California base. Got the tram right there. Gonna do a quick little jaunt up the road here to a trail that connects to Van Sickle. From Van Sickle, we're going to climb up the TRT and essentially do the route of the 100K, going from Heavenly Stagecoach out towards Big Meadow. And it's a 5-ish mile road jog down to the house from there. So I think total should be roughly 32 miles. I'm hoping to summit Friel, which is roughly halfway through. If you've seen my 100K video, you'll know that the pass, the trail connects through the pass. It's about a mile stretch up to the summit from there, another 1,000 feet or so. So we'll see how we're feeling by mile 15. But yeah, pretty excited for today. All right, we are officially on the single track, and look at that view, huh? Already views of the lake. There's the gondola. Be nice to get that scoping out, huh? Saves a few thousand feet of climb. And Sickle. I don't know if y'all can see it. Right there, we've got a little hot air balloon. The barge underneath it is starting to take off as the hot air balloon lifts up into the sky. That is the one and only hot air balloon in Tahoe. Takes off from the lake, lands on the lake, right there on that boat. Super cool. I've never done it myself. To be totally honest, a hot air balloon, the concept, has me a wee bit nervous, but so freaking rad to be one of a kind like that. So, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll have to make it happen. I bet as we're climbing up, we'll be able to catch some glimpses of it way up there in the sky. But very cool to see it taking off. That's lifting pretty quick. I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but it's moving pretty dang quickly. It's already a good 100 plus feet off the lake. Wow. It's very strange. The day looks clear as blue skies, but ever since I stepped outside this morning, it smelled like smoke. Kind of like an oaky smell or something. It's very triggering, having been through the Caldor fire in 2021 and sadly the campfire in, I want to say, 2019, Santa Rosa. Sick and tired of wildfires. It's pretty annoying that we've got wildfire season these days, but the one blessing this year is given our huge winter, the amount of wildfires so far has been pretty minimal. But the heat wave the past couple weeks, it's been really popping up lately. So I'm hoping things stay okay. I'm not worried about the fire, but I'd hate to see a cloud of smoke start to roll in today. So keeping my hopes up. All right, first major milestone complete. Made it to the Tahoe Rim Trail connector. Left is Kingsbury. Right's where we're going. This is elevation 7777. It's pretty cool. Got a through hiker ahead of me. Probably be seeing a few of those today. I'm not sure how many too many day hikers I'll be seeing. My guess is this stretch from Stagecoach to maybe Mont Canyon. See a couple. Down by Star Lake, see some mountain bikers. And then as I'm heading down towards Big Meadow, probably see plenty of mountain bikers and a couple of day hikers that way. Mile 4, baby. 4 miles in. Just about an hour or so. About 1,500 feet of climb. So, moving well. Trying to keep some good pace for the day. I'm going to be doing a lot of running / jogging the flats and downs. And a lot of hiking the ups. But this first stretch is some undulating hills, the overall neck climb. So we'll make sure that we're saving some energy for that. There we are. Star Lake 9, Armstrong Pass 14, Saxon Creek is 18, Big Meadow 23. We are 4.5 miles in, about 1,500 feet of climb so far. So it's a 24, be almost 29 miles to Big Meadow. I think there's still a 4 or 5 mile road run back home. So I might be looking at closer to 33, 34 miles today. Should be a good day. There's the bench. Overlooking the Carson Valley. Beautiful. And we're going up still. Right, we're about mile 7 in. Roughly mile 2 or so. Caught a rock with my left foot and stretched out the tendon in the front pretty good. I didn't think it was gonna be too bad, but past 5 miles or so, it's been slowly creeping up a little bit. So, trying to take it easy, let it work itself out. Might have to do a little icing when we get home tonight, but nothing we can't push through. Just a minor annoyance. Look at that view, huh? Made it to Mott Canyon. Here's Mott Creek. Flowing exceptionally well. Alright, 8.3 miles, 2,500 feet to climb, about 2 hours. Not necessarily flying out here by any means, but setting a decent pace. It's a big climb to start off, and then once we get up and over Monument Pass, which is just through those trees there, then it's a good downhill to Star Lake. After Star Lake is a bit of a climb up to Friel Pass, and then likely Friel Summit. Feeling real good so far. From Friel Summit, it's like a 3-ish mile descent to Armstrong. Another decent little climb up to Friel Meadows, Saxon Creek area, and then all downhill. So, still got a couple climbs ahead of us, but nothing too intense. I think this and the Friel Pass/Summit is the worst. After that, there's some climbs for sure, but we should be able to power through those as they're not quite as long and make up some time on the downs and flats. So far, past 4 different through hiking groups. Pretty cool to see that. There was one day hiker back near Stagecoach. I think they had started from Van Sickle, so they were a good 4 or so miles out, not bad. And then on Van Sickle, past 2 different people that were maybe half a mile to a mile in. So, passing some people so far. It's nice to see some civilization out here. Then it's nice to go 30 minutes to an hour without seeing anyone too. So, it's a good mix out here. Here's Big Bob's Bench. Robert Stanley Terra. It's a nice memorial. Heavenly ski patrollers. Some badass people. They make it through some pretty rough days out there in terms of conditions. And their job's to keep us safe. So, major props to them. Crossing the state line. Heading to California. I can see Friel. Hell yeah. That's exciting. So I was wrong about my ankle. It wasn't the rock that I kicked back there. Seems like it's the tendon in the front, kind of on the inside. And it's pretty tender to touch. So my thought right now is overuse injury starting to compound. It would make sense given my 100K 11 days ago. I've been doing a couple miles a day since, as well as a speed run on Mount Tahoe 2 days ago. So, not giving my body a whole lot of time to rest, which would make sense why we're starting to feel some twinges. So I stopped back there at the top of Monument for 2-3 minutes, gave it a little massage. It's feeling a bit better now, but probably have to do that a few times. Maybe at top of Friel, elevate it for a few minutes, but nothing too serious. Alright, we are approaching Star Lake, mile 13. My ankle injury is flaring up quite a bit more. Seems like hiking uphill is not great for it, so we're going to take some time, soak it in the lake here, try to see if we can get some swelling down a little bit. It's going to take some of our time away, but I'd rather have a good time and finish quickly, so let's do some leg soaking here. There's the saddle. Sadly, my ankle started hurting pretty bad about a mile back. I was able to find a little patch of snow. I packed some snow into my sock, try to ice it on the hike. It's been helping a lot, but I think this is the last snow we're going to see for the remainder of the trip. So do it again here, but we'll see how the ankle's feeling in about 10 miles. I don't want to push it so hard that it takes months to heal, so if we need to, we'll call it a few miles short, head down Saxon Creek, make it a 29-30 mile day instead of 33-34. So we'll see what happens. Made it to Armstrong Pass. Now, it's definitely sad to say, but sometimes when you're doing a solo adventure in the mountains, you've got to make the right call and pull an audible. Today's one of those days. It's been about 16 miles that my ankle's just not feeling great, and yeah, I just don't want to push it too hard. So if I went straight, it's a big meadow, about 9 miles. Good little bit of climb in there. However, we're gonna go ahead and take Armstrong Pass Trail. It's gonna connect us to Fountain Place Road and then Corral. And it's basically all flat and downhill on this trail, which my leg seems to like just a little bit better. So it's frustrating, but like I said, you gotta make the right call sometimes. This is gonna drop me off Pioneer Road, which is a couple of miles, maybe a mile and a half from home. And so we'll do about 29 or so miles total for the day. But the nice thing is I'll be passing by the gas station after just a short stint on the road. So I can go ahead and grab myself a brewski and try to forget about the pain a little bit. It's a mixture of moderate pain and pretty intense. The moderate is very manageable, just extremely annoying, but occasionally it'll just flare up and really doesn't feel good. And what I'm trying to avoid is compensating by using the other foot differently, because that's just how you get other injuries. So trying just to power through it without hurting it, which is why we're pulling the audible to cut it short by 4 or 5 miles. So sorry to say we're not doing a full 50K today. I do apologize about that, but like I said, you gotta know what's smart to do out here. If I was with a race event and there was aid stations, obviously I'd be going to the next aid station, because worst case scenario, you can get help from there. But if I continued on to Big Meadow, it's a big stretch with some decent climbing that has no road access. And then after about 3 or 4 miles, we'll do my next jaunt down to the road. That would be about a 7-mile stretch. So it'd leave me about 10 to 11 miles versus about 9 to 10 miles. So just trying to do the smart thing, taking it easy, getting this done. 29 miles in the mountain is not bad. I'm happy with the day. I'm just frustrated with my leg, but that's what happens when you continue to push it and don't take care of yourself well enough. So got to start working on my stretching routine better. Got to start implementing more icing in the evenings, and just do those little things to really take care of myself. Alright, so I just took my shoe off so I could massage the area a little bit, try to crack my toes. Bending my big toe down at all, it's instantly triggering it. So I can tell that it's certainly tied into my big toe there. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great at all, but only one way down. So whether we walk or we run, we're gonna get down there. I'd like to run to make it down there faster, but I don't know how much running the tendon has left in it. So we will see how the day progresses. Not quite as much fun now, I'll be honest. It's a lot more fun when the body cooperates, but it's days like today that teach you how to deal with the real low lows. So should do 8 to 9 miles more on this bullshit. We are entering the burn section from the Caldor fire. Very devastating. Quite a bit less pretty too.
That's right, I'm running on some road. Made it to Fountain Place Road. This will connect in about 5 miles down to the Corral Trailhead. From there, it's about a mile to Pioneer. So about 6 miles more to Pioneer. From Pioneer, about a 3/4 mile stretch to the gas station for my brewski. So that's all that's been on my mind is my fucking ligament and the beer that's gonna help it out. Definitely noticing some compensation. Trying my best to avoid it, but it's hurting pretty bad. So these steep downhills, I'm definitely doing a little bit less weight on that left foot, but the right quad's picking up for it. Boy's on a mission. He is moving. Nice job, buddy. Corral, buddy. All right, so that's us right there. We just came up Fountain Place Road and Armstrong Trail. So we've just got this little stretch left, which we're doing the road, so that little stretch right there. Probably a good 2.5 miles. 2 miles maybe. You can almost taste the beer. Oh, I'm so happy. It's definitely overall a great day. I'm just so frustrated at my ankle. And I mean, with roughly 30 miles, something like 30,000 steps, maybe a bit more, maybe 40,000. And so it's anywhere between 15 to 20,000 steps on this left ankle. That's a lot of times that I gotta fucking be reminded about this shit. But it's all mental. That's what it is out here. It's 80% mental, 20% physical. And we're pushing through the mental. It's definitely good. It's good training. Sad I couldn't do the full 50K. But like I said, I'm real happy with a solid 29, 30 mile day out here. There's some water down there. Where the rest coming from. And it's gonna be nice to get home, shower up, go down some ice cold water, and then sit on the couch and just ice the leg. Oh, it's gonna love that for sure. So, and that's part of it, is you suffer and you put yourself through so much misery, but that means that the positive side of life, the happy moments, are honestly that much better. Like putting ice on my leg, I might shed a tear when it first hits, because it's gonna feel so damn good. So damn good. Alright, I'm walking too much. I gotta get back to running. Let's put you guys away and catch you soon. Maybe down the bottom of the Corral. That's impressive. This is normally hardly a trickle, to the point where I wouldn't want to get water out of it. I mean, I'd go and soak in that water right now. It's flowing so well. One of the perks of such a big winter is, even in August, you got some pretty good flowing water. It's nice. It allows me to do the one handheld, so I can refill at multiple spots out here. Now, fair warning, I don't advise drinking mountain water without a filter. There's safer ways to go about it. So do your research, but in general, there are some possible side effects. Obviously the main one being giardia. And so I'm not gonna advise anyone drink straight mountain water, but I'll tell you, when you find the right stream, it's one of the most refreshing things you can have in the backcountry. We have made it down at the bottom of Corral. Doing the mile-ish jaunt to Pioneer and headed to the gas station. And I'm like less than 30 minutes away from having an ice cold beer in my hands. Sounds so nice. I was having some side stitch issues on the final downhill back there. Last mile I was jogged in, walked in, because I just kept getting a freaking side stitch that wouldn't stop. But it's alright. We are on the home stretch now. I think we're 2 miles from home at this point. Something like that. So if we just gotta walk it in, we just walk it in. It's all good. There's some homes. Made it to Oneida Street, which is 2 blocks down from Pioneer. So we're basically at Pioneer Road. Very, very good. Just gonna make it down to Pioneer and do a little road walk for half a mile to 3/4 of a mile. And then we're looking good in terms of beverages at that point. Once we're at the gas station, it's probably half a mile to 3/4 back to the house from there. So about 1.5 miles total from here. Booyah. Got ourselves some 2-town cider house. I'm throwing one down on the walk. Got some Boochcraft cherry limeade as well for at home. Because I feel like I'm going to be a little bit on the couch today. So we are 2 minutes from home.